Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this seminar for having given me an opportunity to be present here on this great occasion. As you all know, this seminar is organized to recapitulate the preachings and human service rendered by our great saint philosopher Swami Vivekananda. The philosophy of Swamiji and the ideals for which he lived and worked could be a great source of inspiration for the youth. Hence, very rightly, the Government of India has declared the 12th January, which is the birth anniversary day of Swami Vivekananda, as the National Youth Day. The moral and ethical values are deteriorating substantially from the minds of the people. The value for education and relationship between the teacher and thought is going from bad to worse, and the youth are falling prey to many kinds of bad environment due to lack of inspiration. In such a critical situation, the inspiring teachings of Swami Vivekananda, his austerity and disciplined life, his dedication towards the country and its people, his human services towards humanity should bring out not only solace to the present day youth but also provide an opportunity to change their outlook to become better and responsible citizens of the country. At the outset, it is worth to remember the words of an English spokesman about Swami Vivekananda, who had praised our country's great philosopher as a real genius. He pointed out that though he had travelled far and wide all over the world, he had not come across a lot of talent and potentialities to that of Swamiji. Even in German universities, among many philosophical students, Swamiji was bound to make a mark. A noted patriot and statesman philosopher of India said Swamiji saved Hinduism and India. But for him, we would have lost our religion and would not have gained our freedom. We therefore owe everything to him. May his faith, his courage and his wisdom ever inspire us so that we may keep safe treasures we have received from him. Swami Vivekananda, who was born in Kolkata in 1863, belonged to Datta family, which was rich, respectable and renowned for charity and learning. As a youth, he had the build of an athletic, a resonant voice and a brilliant intellect. During his college days, he studied and absorbed Western thought, and this implanted a spirit of critical inquiry in his mind. One of the most striking characteristics of Swamiji was his thirst for knowledge, which could not be satisfied with mere bookish knowledge. He always carved for knowledge about the higher realities. One question that comes to our mind is regarding the reasons for poverty, ignorance, and dismal conditions. We have manpower, resources and brains, but still what we lack is character, the spirit of patriotism and service. Also, most of us do not have the will to do hard work, the feeling for the poor and the downtrodden. That is why national problems are increasing day by day. If we want to save ourselves and our nation, we must discipline our energies, mobilize them and utilize them for the big task of rebuilding India. It is right time that one should ponder over the prevailing education system in the country. The day has reached when both the teacher and the thought have forgotten the real value and meaning of the education. While it is said to know that education has become a means for survival, the entire field has become a place of business these days. Under the circumstances, it would be a big relief to recapitulate the true meaning and value that Swami Vivekananda had given for education many years ago. We want such an education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. Many of the students and teachers are under the impression that education is merely a system of passing examinations and securing jobs, which is not at all correct. Education should be a process of life building, man making, character making and assimilation of ideas as envisaged by Swami Vivekananda. While teachers impart knowledge to the students, parents give advice to their children. But our present day youth need an inspiration. Nobody in this country, neither the teacher nor the parents nor the social and the national leaders, have been giving them inspiration. This does not mean that our young men and women are to remain without inspiration. Swami Vivekananda is a perennial source of inspiration for people of all ages, especially for young men and women. If we study the life history and teachings of Swami Vivekananda, we will get to tremendous inspiration and courage, unbounded love and compassion for the poor and the weaker section of society. We will be filled with the spirit of service, dedication, and patriotism necessary for serving and saving our country. The inspiring message of Swami Vivekananda will awaken the tremendous energy and resources lying latent within us. This is what is called character building. For the benefit of those who are on the wrong path, especially the youth in the absence of proper education, I would like to recall the following message that will help them further development. Do not accept such of those things which makes you weak physically and mentally. If any food makes you weak, reject it as poison. If any literature spoils your mind and weakens your mentally, reject that literature as poison. If a company of certain people distracts and weakens your mind, reject it as poison. If the cinema weakens your body and mind, reject it as poison. It should also be noted that we are makers of our own destiny. If we want to be good, it is in your hands. Nobody can make you good by force. In a similar way, nobody can make you bad against your will. If you are good, the credit goes to you. If you are bad, you yourself are to be blamed. You are the creator of your destiny. Friends, with these few words, I conclude my speech with a strong belief that we follow our great saint philosopher and work hard towards building a united and strong India. Jai Hind.